Boys and girls, welcome to English class. Today we'll be looking at adjectives. So, what are adjectives or what is an adjective? An adjective is a describing word. An adjective describes a noun. Remember, we said a noun is the name of a person, animal, place, or thing. Now we are saying that adjective describes that thing, that person, that animal, or that place. Now, we also say that adjective is a describing word. It describes your noun or it describes words. Describing words. We said it describes a noun, or we can say adjective is a describing word. What does it describe? It describes a noun. Very easy. Adjective An adjective is a describing word and it describes a noun. Talking about adjective, it can describe how something looks. It can describe the size of something. It can describe the shape of something. It can describe the color of something. And it can describe the numbers of something. So talking about the size, an adjective that can describe how big something is, how huge, giant, large, tiny, small a thing is. Talking about an adjective describing a noun and talking about an adjective describing the shape of a thing. It can describe how round a thing is. Is the thing fat? What shape, circle, skinny, curvy, square, and so on. And it can describe the color of something. Is it pink? Is it purple, gray, black, yellow, blue, brown, and so on. And it can describe the numbers of something. Oh, oranges. Like you have oranges. How many oranges? Two oranges. Is it one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, and so on? Describes the number of something as well. Okay, so let's look at this. An adjective describes how something looks, tastes, smells, feels, or sounds. So an adjective describes how something looks, tastes, smells, feels, or sounds. Let's look at examples. So before we look at examples, look at all these adjective: big, huge, giant, big, huge, giant, large, tiny, round, fat, circle, skinny, pink, purple, gray, black, one, two, three. All those are describing words. All those are describing words. So let's look at example. He has a yellow bowl. Yellow bowl. Yellow is an adjective. The word yellow is an adjective and it tells how or what color the bowl is or how the bowl looks. Okay? He has a yellow bowl. It tells the color of the bowl. Yellow bowl. Also, another way to identify your adjective is look at the sentence. Okay? This is the sentence. He has a yellow bowl. Where is the noun? This is the noun. Bowl is a noun. Noun. Okay? Now look at the word in front of the noun. That means the word is describing the noun. This is the noun. This is the noun. Bowl is the noun. Then the word in front of the noun is the adjective because it is describing how the noun, whether how it looks, how it tastes, how it smells, how it feels, or how it sounds. So obviously, yellow is an adjective. Okay, so that is another way to identify your adjective. It has a yellow bowl. Yellow tells us the color of the bowl. Okay? Remember we talked about color here? Good. So it tells us the color of the bowl. And also another way to identify your adjective is look at the noun and look at the word in front of it. Obviously, the word is telling you or describing, telling you more about the noun or describing the noun. So yellow is an adjective. The next one is they have big balls. Wow. Okay, the first rule is what is the size of the ball? You can ask yourself that question. Or or how does the ball look? Big. The ball is big, big balls. That means big is an adjective. The word big is an adjective and it describes the size of the balls. Big is an adjective and it describes the size of the balls. Another way to identify your adjective is look at this sentence very well. Where is the noun? Balls is the noun. This is the noun. Then look at the word in front of noun. This is the word in front of noun. This is big. That means this word in front of noun is telling you more about the balls. And this means that big is an adjective. Okay, we have two ways to identify our adjective. The first one is you look at the sentence and say, where is the word that is describing the look, the taste, the smell, the feels, the sound, the color, the number of something or of a noun. The second one is you look at the sentence and you identify the noun. When you identify the noun, look at the word in front of the noun. That word in front of the noun is obviously describing or telling you more about the noun. That means that word is an adjective. So they are big balls. The word big is an adjective and it describes the size of the balls. I eat sugary popcorn. Sugary popcorn. Now look at the word, the sentence very well. There is a word in this sentence that describes the tastes of something. The taste, sugary. So the word sugary is an adjective and it describes how the popcorn tastes. I eat sugary popcorn. The word sugary is an adjective and it describes how the popcorn tastes. You can also look at this sentence and say, where is the noun? The noun in this sentence is popcorn. So look at the word in front of the popcorn. What word is in front of popcorn? Sugary. That means the word sugary is telling you more about the popcorn. It's describing the popcorn. So we can say sugary is an adjective. The word sugary is an adjective. Now look at this. I love cold drinks. I love cold drinks. Now look at the sentence. Cold is an adjective and it describes how the drink feels. Okay, cold. So that is one way you can identify your adjective. Another way is look at the sentence and look at the noun. The noun is drinks. Now look at the word in front of the noun, cold. Okay, cold is telling us more about the drinks. Cold is telling us more about the drinks. That tells us that cold is an adjective. Okay? Good. Now, that was a loudspeaker. That was a loudspeaker. Now, look at this sentence very well. Where is the noun? The noun is the speaker. So, there is a word describing or telling us more about the speaker. What word is that? Loud is obviously in front of a loudspeaker. So loud is telling us more about the speaker, and it tells us how the speaker sounds. It tells us or describes how the speaker sounds. So we can say loud is an adjective. That was a loudspeaker. Speaker is a noun, then the loud is telling us more about speaker. That means loud is an adjective. Now let's look at this uh, together. I have a long car. Can you identify the adjective in this word, in this sentence? Try to identify the adjective in this sentence. I have a long car. Wow, brilliant. The adjective in this sentence is long. Long. The word long is an adjective, and it tells us tells us the size of the car or how the car looks. Okay? I have a long car. Long. So that's another way to look at this or to identify your adjective is look at the noun in this sentence. The noun is car. Okay? The noun is car. And when you look at the word in front of the car, is what? Long. That means the word in front of the car is telling us more about the car. That means it's telling us that the car is long. Long car. Describing the size of the car. So that tells us that the word long is an adjective. So we have seen lots of examples of adjectives. Okay? So that means adjective tells us more about a noun, or we can say it describes a noun. It tells us more about a noun. Okay, so he has a yellow bow. Yellow is telling us more about the bow. They have big balls. Big is telling us more about balls, about the balls. I eat sugary popcorn. Sugary is telling us more about popcorn. Cold drinks. I love cold drinks. Cold is telling us more about the drinks. That was a loudspeaker. Loud is an adjective and it's telling us more about the speaker. I have a long car. Long is telling us more about the car. If you have any question, please don't hesitate to send them through the comment box. Bye.